I want that defense on. Oh yeah, he's in the wild card. I can see that. Oh yo, I got the best record. Oh no, that's. I was thinking I was the Vikings. Man, I wish I could play him again.
They're going up against the Rams, who will need to be.
So are we as the Seahawks get set
I think
to match
James
up
might
with the Los Angeles Rams.
Are you gonna kick it?
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I don't know. I never even took it off yesterday.
Play action. It's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Trying to start it out.
Quickly see. Here, I'm going to quickly see if I can do something with my... Okay. Wait, broadcast. Invite. Advanced settings. Wait, display. Audio.
But it's second down. Second and 10. Goff again. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now the Rams are going to... things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot. getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot to hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff being chased out left. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. After
the interception, here's Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Kevin Dodd from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Here's Goff now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Jordan Howard, 87 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Wilson on second down. And bulldozing his way through. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Third down. Here's Rawls. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. He finds his running back, Rawls. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good move. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
C.J. Prosise was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. In the slot on the right is Graham. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 77 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about
Doug Baldwin. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now Goff on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, Goff. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.J. Nelson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Wilson, he'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Goff on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now a first down throw. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Rawls. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 2nd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The connection made. It's Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
There's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. It's caught. Jones. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. Lets it go for Nelson. It got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, Goff. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Wilson, Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count. Big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Being chased out left. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to fire one deep over them. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He leaves this one for Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jordan Howard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And the Seahawks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a...
And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jordan Howard with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's brought down after a good game. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the...
There goes Thomas Rawls. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing now, Goff looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew it.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to it. I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. You gotta, baby, shake that.